for Indians, as sir mentioned, there are a lot of corona effects has going on. Before that also we had a lot of opportunities, but because of corona we have got multifold opportunities now. So whatever, while I am talking, I generally tell people whomsoever is 10th pass with any skills, if he learns Japanese, Japan will call them either in Japan or Indian townships, which sir mentioned that Supa has township, Mandeshwar has township, and there are many other townships. So those townships, they keep on increasing, because there are 13 townships which I will mention in presentation, but now Reliance has come up with Japanese township. There are a few more companies who are investing in Japanese townships, wherein Japan is investing money because they want their manufacturing base to get out of China, and a lot of companies will come to India. Our education is great, so great manpower, as well as we have great education system, wherein people are, while we say we are a mechanical engineer or civil engineer or computer engineer, there is a proper PISA base, whatever sir has explained. So I'll go through the next slide. Everybody of us knows that Japan is one of the biggest economy in the world. It is third economy in the world. It is leading country, though they are a small island. So per capita is very high in Japan. We have maximum opportunities being Indians in all the sectors. So it is not necessary that one has to be IT engineer or computer engineer or mechanical engineer, even electronics, electrical, civil, all engineering branches are getting opportunities in Japan these days because of the scarcity. We get easy visa, like long-term visa, say work visa, we get in 4 weeks, and you need not to go and visit embassy for that, because Japanese trust in all the education system, our certificates and everything, and they grant visa without taking any personal interview. So getting long-term visa in Japan is kind of easy. Moreover, if you have 1 year plus work permits of Japan, you can even get permanent residency. Now, if anybody of you knows the permanent residency of Australia, USA green card, or UK permanent residencies, these are taking lot more time and money as well as efforts, which Japan doesn't take at all. So fees will be minimal, say 4,000 or 6,000 yen, something like that. I don't have the correct figures right now, but fees will be minimal, which you will get the receipt. Your visa will be converted within given day. So they are stick to their timelines and SLAs. Japan also have good educational options. So now you are going to be in engineering students, but post engineering, if you feel that you want to go for masters or PhD or any other short courses, Japan has a lot of education options, and they don't have students. Inbuilt Japanese students are very less, so they're welcoming Indians. Japan has most polite people in the world, which we have been studying. You might have heard about it, and that helps a lot while working with them. While people are polite around you, you are motivated and you would like to work with them because your opinion counts in such scenario. Now, to work with Japan or with any Japanese company, Japanese is required. But most important thing about Japanese is their grammar is same like Hindi or Marathi or any other Indian language. So if you talk about Indian language like Gujarati or whatever you say, Tamil Nadu, if people are from Tamil Nadu, language is Tamil. In such case, grammatical structures remain same because we have Sanskrit base, and the base remains same for all Indian languages, and language structure is same with Japanese. So that gives us a positive point to learn Japanese more quickly than learning English. Now, few people ask about stay residence, utilities, healthcare, and in general how Japan is. There is a lot of fear in mind of students as well as parents. I do not expect much fear from your category of students, wherein you have a lot of internet to surf for. So in such case, you can get information from internet. I would tell you a few incidences about while I have stayed in Japan. While I was trying to vacate my apartment, somebody came early morning. I was supposed to vacate by 11 o'clock. So 10 o'clock people came to my home. They took the gas bill. They took my electricity bill and water bill. So there is no question of whether you have been billed more or something. So their system was whenever you are vacating something, they will bill you till that point, not less, not more. So that kind of precision they have. Utilities, I would tell you that all over Japan you get 100 Mbps connection, and I'm talking about 2006, 2007. So by now it must be speedy internet. So what is 100 Mbps? If you want to download a movie, one movie of 500 to 600 Mbps will be downloaded within 5 minutes. So you can imagine the network speed. They have fiber optic all over Japan, and you can even access it to convenience stores wherever you will buy something or get something. So convenience stores are open 24/7. So that internet you can get anywhere in Japan. Healthcare system. Japan has very good healthcare system wherein once you are having work permit, you need to go through healthcare system wherein in OPD, that is while you go for checkup, you pay about 30% of the charges. So for example, if your bill is say 1000 rupees, you will pay only 300 rupees. And if you are in a IPD, that is inpatient department, so in such case, any patient admitted more than 24 hours is billed zero. So there might be few variations, but whatever I have seen, your treatment is totally free under healthcare. So people are generally furious when they talk about healthcare of other countries, and while I have heard many of such cases, but in Japan I haven't seen anybody paying healthcare, and that's why they are in debt. So that will not happen in Japan. In general, country is safe. Or wherever you go, you can definitely do your work very easily. I can tell you one example that me and my friends were roaming around the street even at 1 a.m. 2 a.m. I was coming from office little late, say around 11:30. In such case, there was no problem of having any disturbance while you are coming from anywhere. So safe country, and I have written one article regarding how police department works in Japan. While people say that there are no issues in Japan wherein police has to really work in. So what police does, there is one article. So you can go through that article. It's in Sakal newspaper. I'll send a link as well at the end of the webinar. Now comes how one gets paid in Japan. So Tokyo is most expensive city in the world. These are this chart is taken from Economist Intelligence Unit survey. So in such case, if you are doing any job in Pune and same job you do in Mumbai, your salary in Mumbai is more just because it is expensive city and the cost index is more. Similarly, the same job if you do in Tokyo, in the world, the more salary you are going to get is Tokyo. And the third city, if you see, that is again from Japan, which is Osaka. So with this Tokyo and Osaka, so if you are going to do any job in the world, and if you want to earn more and more money, Tokyo is the city you should aim for. For the same skill, same job, Tokyo will give you more money because the cost index is more. Now, these are living in Japan, whatever benefits I am telling, these benefits are listed out here. Important one is there is no racial discrimination in Japan. So if there is no racial discrimination, it gives your life becomes easy. It becomes easy to roam around in society, as well as people accept you easily. It's not in few of the countries, acceptance of foreigners itself is difficult, which is not in Japan. Overall, Indians are respected. So in general, Indians are respected in Japan, which helps a lot while you are working with Japanese or even any other nationals in Japanese companies. People ask about food. Generally, they feel that Japanese might be eating snakes, cockroaches, everything, which is not the case. So I want to reiterate, Japanese doesn't eat snakes and all other whatever creatures we think about. They do eat beef, they do eat pork and chicken. Seafood, they eat everything possible because they have sea all over Japan, and they believe in fresh seafood. As well as for people who love seafood, it is heaven for dishes. There are plenty of variety of dishes you get in Japan which are delicacies. For all vegetarian people, Japan has more than 10,000 Indian restaurants. That is one. Second, you get Indian grocery at doorstep. You just order online and you get it. We have more than I think 500-600 Indian stores is what I heard last time. So for it, and Japanese themselves have few vegetarian dishes wherein they don't use any of the non-veg. So if you are a typical vegetarian, you need not to worry about food in Japan. It's very much available the way you want. Now, important things, while we talk about Japanese or Japanese companies or Japanese culture, it's a blend of few things which you need to understand. Citizens plus communities becomes the culture. So whatever they follow right from country, then citizens, society, then their families, and then they come back to themselves. So whatever we have heard, that Japanese person will think of their country first, company second, society third, that really I have seen in every person in Japan. So while you want to work with Japanese, you need few of the qualities in you. So which are the qualities? First is punctuality. So if anybody is calling you for anything in Japanese culture, and I would say that leave about Japanese culture for a while, but as you are going to be professionals of tomorrow, wherever you are going for meetings, functions, birthdays or anything, you should be the first one to reach there. If the function going to start at 11, you should be there by 10:45. Try to inculcate that helps a lot. I have seen that it's helping me a lot throughout my career. So be punctual wherever you are going. Discipline. So if you are a person who is with discipline, it again helps a lot, because people know that you are a disciplined person and they will not cheat you anywhere. That helps for your progress, for your execution of projects or whatever you are going to do in your career. Now in punctuality, I'll tell you an example. I had only one candidate while I was working as program director in AXA Japan. That time what happened is he was supposed to be a project manager, bilingual project manager, only one candidate, which was scrutinized, and where it was said that he is the only candidate, please recruit him so that your project can start. So myself, my boss and my HR manager was supposed to talk to this person at 10 a.m. on given day. This fellow came 5 minutes late, and I was okay. I was ready to accept it, because I was not having much option of candidates. Like I have 10 candidates and go ahead and select one. That was not the case. I had only one candidate. So what I was telling to my manager and my HR manager that let us not get into 5 minutes of the problem. Let us talk to him and close this position. But my HR manager told me nothing doing. He will not get job in our company. Even though he is a one candidate, I will not take him for it. I will not allow him to consider. And we had to let him go. My project impacted, but the lady was not ready to take this candidate even for interview. So they are very punctual, and they see that you respect their time and you respect your time as well. Japan has good network of railways. While you get 2 minutes late because of railway delay, they give you ticket which talks about that on this particular day you are 2 minutes late. That is why company should allow you 2 minutes late if you are punching your cards. So they are so particular that whomsoever made the delay, they'll apologize and give that ticket. So you can understand the system itself is placed to showcase in case if they are delayed. You might have heard that Japanese airlines or Japanese trains, which are long route trains, if they are delayed, whole crew will stand in front of you. So they talk about delay of 30 seconds. They talk about delay of 1 minute. They'll stand in front of you and they will bow in front of you and say sorry that you are 1 minute late because of us. So they do care for time that much, so that punctuality is there in each and every Japanese person, right from kids to elders. Discipline I have seen in kids as well. I have seen 1 year, 2 years kids eating themselves without wasting food. So that discipline comes within. They start into discipline right from their birth is what I would say. Now about cleanliness. Overall Japan, many countries are clean, but at the same time, Japanese Tokyo airport called Narita Airport has got cleanliest airport of the world award for last 8 years. So if somebody has been to Singapore, you might feel that Singapore airport is very nice. If somebody has gone to Heathrow, these are good airports. Even Mumbai airport nowadays is very good and clean. But the cleanliness of Japanese person is too much in detail. For example, I had a lady who was coming to my place to clean house once in a week for 1 hour. That lady was getting mirrors with her, small mirrors. What she was doing is below basin she was checking if there is any dust, and she was cleaning that area as well. So now if you are at your home today, check your basins, below basin areas, and check how much dust is there. Generally, we are careless about this kind of minute cleanliness. I have seen people cleaning a lot. We had one of the contest. I was working with AXA wherein in that particular building we were about 1,000 employees. So what we were doing right from CEO to everybody, what we were doing, we were coming 15 minutes early on one particular day and we were cleaning the vicinity. That was a contest for us. In group, you will go with a plastic bag and uh, find out what is the dust around you. So people who were getting cigarette butts, that is the only possibility to get in Japanese vicinities, those were the winners. We were not getting anything else than that. So that kind of cleanliness is in and around Japan, and you go anywhere in village or corner of the Japan, still it is clean. So very important thing that while you are talking about working with Japanese, you need to be very clean. So cleanliness is not about wearing good clothes, clean clothes. It's all about how you keep your desk, how you work, how your documents are kept in your files. So for example, now you all are using laptops. So in laptop, whatever folders you have made, whatever documents you have made, if somebody asks you the document, you should able to give the document within no time. That is what the cleanliness of your document organization is. So cleanliness has depth meaning it has many things to do more than a clean clothes. So you need to go through Kaizen kind of trainings wherein you will get to know what is Kaizen, what is 5 years of Japanese, and then you will understand cleanliness at length. Now I'll move to next, which is group culture of Japan. Now what happens is, if say I am working with a team leads of 10 different groups and 10 people are working with me to execute a project. While I am working on project plan, I'll discuss with all 10 people and take their opinion while I am putting a plan in place. So what happens once all 10 agrees that this is the plan I want to execute, everybody does it without question. If I implement my plan on them, they will start asking question once I want them to implement. So it's other way around. What I'll do is I'll include them in my planning so that my execution becomes easy. So you might have heard Japanese takes a lot of time for planning, or they take a lot of time for decision, because they feel that if everybody is included in decision, execution becomes very easy. Now everybody knows that Japanese has hierarchy culture. It's nothing but if CEO says something, everybody follows. This culture is in China as well, Japan as well, Thailand as well. So for leader, it's easy to implement the strategies, vision. So everybody follows thinking that whatever is leader thinking, it is good for us. And that way it becomes easy for leader also to take decision on behalf of people. So these are basic cultures of Japan. So not only learning Japanese is important, but has to understand what is culture of a country. This is culture of society, culture of business.